Okay, this is 533 fighting off the common cold. So this is all about white blood cells and your body's immune system. So your white blood cells have special abilities to kind of pinpoint and destroy microbes or antigens that enter your body. There's special proteins that can target and inactivate specific antigens, and they're your body's main defense against colds. They're Y-shaped and they're created by the white blood cells, and they circulate your blood and lymph nodes. And very specific antibodies are produced when unwanted antigens enter your body, and they work to disable invaders and target them for destruction. So in this activity, you guys are going to go through the steps of fighting off a cold and graph your data of an immune system's response to pathogens. And then you're going to make a flow chart that kind of shows their response to um, antigens in the body, sorry. And then you're going to relate your flow chart to this common cold. So it starts off with a story about you and the movies and getting exposed to an antigen and then getting sick and then well again and then getting exposed again to another antigen and the first one again too. So you've been exposed to antigen A twice. And you're supposed to track your data. So here's all the data, and it tells you specifically how to graph it, X and Y, and down here at the bottom it tells you what colors to make it. So here's all the data. These are the days that you were exposed to it, and this is the antibody concentration, so how many antibodies your body made in response to that antigen. So this is kind of what your data will look like. You'll have to figure out how to graph this out on the bottom, like how many days, and the concentration of antibodies on the top up here, because it's kind of weird because it starts out with a slow number and then it jumps up to 1,000 to 5,000. So when I was in school, we did weird things like this, and that just basically says that you skipped a whole bunch of numbers. I don't know if you still did it or not, but feel free to do that. So here's your exposure to antigen A. You got sick and then better again. And then here's your exposure to antigen B, where and antigen A, and your body kind of remembered, so you weren't as sick. So you didn't get like two things instead of just one thing. So you're going to graph that all out on your paper. Then you're going to answer some information filling out the back page of the worksheet that you're getting. So you're going to go to take some notes on the common cold. And I'm going to change this because this doesn't work, so I'm going to change this to something else, a different animation. And you might not have to take notes. We'll see. Don't be surprised if you do or you don't. But the main part is you're making this flow chart with, make sure you include all of these words: B cells, T cells, macrophages, mucus, lymph nodes, cytokines, all that good stuff. All right. And then once you get your T-chart made, you're going to do, on number 11, you're going to relate it back to your graph. Okay. So you're doing some relating, you're doing some circling of some numbers, that kind of stuff. When you get it finished, you may turn it into the tray. I hope you all have an excellent weekend. Again, number 7 might be changed, might not. Have a good weekend.